Yeah, born some little, yeah, shada, and chow home baby, yeah, bonnet tell now, yet to be at one common so. Now, more comments on Dr. Kyei and Frederick Achi. We will definitely look into those issues. We will discuss those issues this evening on Silver TV. But as usual, I'm a drop a exclusive news now. Now, so many comments about I cannot just be doing Kotoko stories and Kwan, so I'll look at almost all the other teams. Manhyia, Ababe, and they were Kotoko. So quickly, let's go straight to action and we're ready and part. Now, had to folk. I swear, Makana no pan by first week of August. Now the foot technical team has been settled. Mekacho and Opano. It's still the same thing. But just that many news on how to folk how their technical team number shape punafa. And news said how to folk will appoint coach. The shortlisted coaches near between Ernest Thompson, former Dwarfs as good coach, Ernest Thompson. He's knocking on the doors to become Hard to Folk assistant coach. And together with our champion. So from what I see, these are the shortlisted coaches for Hard to Folk assistant coach position. Assistant coach position will call for a Ghanaian. So it appears that between Ernest Champon and and Ernest Thompson. Champon and Ernest Thompson. Shannon Somamipa this evening on Obed TV. Hard to focus so their head coach will be coming in with his family on an Abusian Beba. And there will be a head coach and there will be a technical director for Hard to Folk. The leadership of Hard to Folk want to broaden their scope and manage the club so that youth team and all the other teams in the technical management will be on call. So Hard to Folk will have a head coach and a technical director. And now Ogu is out of the pin sheet. Coach FN Prosper Ogu, any Hard to Folk for list needs to be because Hard to Folk will go in for a foreign manager. And upon me catcher will say Ediana Stars. Per coach FN Samuel Boadu. Now, Boadu enya call from Samates. Boadu enya call from Samates. And he flew ever. So, Samuel Boadu next destination will be between Adriana Stars and Samates. And they're brand new, you're born the purple. A.Okrah has been contacted by Hard to Folk. Hard to Folk in Penny for Akwa former Asante Kotoko, former Boateng United player. IFN A.Okrah na Makoboni Pum. And they want A.Okrah. So yes, Okrah has been contacted. Said the contract with Simba Berry, he's a free agent. To Hard to Folk for open A.Okrah. Oma make inquiries. But Abranten said he won't take any decision until say obey the wedding area. I think which is probably next week or next weekend. Into A.Okrah to Hard to Folk. So what here? I mean, has contacted A.Okrah. Now, my men call other stories, and then I said, and check me bonnet tell. Last week, and I'm a catcher Osei, Seth Osei, Tima, your friend of Hard to Folk, I make inquiries. Me we me sa catcher Osei, Asante Kotoko, Christopher Damenya, I make inquiries. Now last week, not Seth Osei, A.Okrah. But then the boy is in Kumasi, about Santimemuha. Now, your camera is not a capture Seth Osei, it was Sports Hotel. Now, Ninyani said Nations FC are contacted Seth Osei. Nations, coach, Kasim Mengo. Now they want flagship players. Because someone's a Brankes one, and some Bobo AFA, and a boy Akono. So Nations FC are knocking on the doors of Seth Osei. I'm a day air mount and a ray. I will say over TV. But they are picky and say Seth Osei the torment himself when your engagement from Hard to Folk and Asante Kotoko. So honestly speaking, untrained nations for no more form. But he will love to see how far the communication between Ono and Asante Kotoko, the communication between Ono and hard to folk in the call. So or catch them say just like Augusto can catch a house in penny folks so many abotre. Seth also catch a nations for so many abotre. But from what I was told, the offer was a good offer and it's very, very lucrative. Our nations are presenting at the Ama Seth. Now let's go to Asante Kotoko. Now me add more chana ejebo. We all know say efficacy will meet the Asante Kotoko board and engage them and know how far things will go with efficacy. Whether there will be continuation or not, it will all be decided and determined as time goes on. Dinyana yebebu hu akonta, yebebu hu kompo, ebresim, enebra ebre ekone. That is what will happen. Everything will be decided tomorrow. And the board will submit their report. Now, an panel minute to mention more comments are very, very important. I go through more comments now. My sister, go and I'm voting. But I can't go out to me voting. So it looks like from the grassroots level, most people are not pleased with whether Frederick Achi should be appointed the CEO of Asante Kotoko. And some are also in support of it. Say, yeah man, another opportunity that he can do well. My only issue has to do with the statement from most Asante Kotoko fans say on deactivating the Fabu census. I've seen those comments popping up under my timelines on Facebook, on YouTube, and it's something that is running through the minds of most Asante Kotoko fans. I'll not be a hypocrite. Football fans most often say a car decision and they are not pleased. You sometimes get the reaction from them. There are some of the fans are in other places, they boycott home matches. Omunko Stadium. Obitimi ticket in an attempt to protest against leadership and certain decisions from management. Group between two tickets. No matter about thing. Now, so almost stands no matter I am. So there are various forms. Some have gone radical ways. We've seen Manchester United fans gathering in front of a Woodward fee. Now, more expressing more displeasure. Recently, PSG fans, A.Okrah Neymar, they want him out of the club. He's not needed. The list goes on and on and on. Where fans of football club decision about someone's support and in so many ways they exercise their grievances, which I don't have a problem with that. My only issue is if we want Kotoko to move forward, we need money. That's my problem with also deactivating the Fabu census. When you're sure saying after say to take over Asante Kotoko. Now Fabu census here at the happen and happened under him. I think the plan was there, but a kind under him. He will laugh, say, just in case, I'm saying just in case on to Aswa, that project in the baby. I'm not sure Nana Ponsa will laugh that. In as much as Ebi on to Aswa and I say Beba on to Aswa, he will be happy. Say Nenyomo starting and Kotoko completing about any legacy. We all know some modern day football, you need money to run the club. Money causes great change. Look at Chelsea, look at Manchester City, and even look at Newcastle in England. Typical example. Newcastle, at a point now, more battle for relegation. Sikabe Sobo now, Omoko Champions League. Sando Tonali, Omoko Fat 3P from Atletico Madrid. Now, when Newcastle said Atletico Madrid will play to Kofan, when Newcastle say AC Milan will play to Kofan Beyeska. Manchester City story near huge. From time on start some of fire out to David Silva, Carlos Tevez, Emmanuel Adebayo, Robinho. So players we come Manchester, come Manchester United, come Manchester City. So football is how the game is round. In the early 2000s, when Eyim Batini breaking the North African dominance, there was money. TP Mazembe, it was money. Okay. Manhyia at the Ghana Premier League, you attest to the fact that Manhyia will scar and on the Ghana Premier League. So for Kotoko to move to the next level, dominate Ghana, and make an impact in Africa, they need money. And the Fabu Census is a brilliant plan initiated by Gimatech and Asante Kotoko NCC, supported by the management. I will be raising Kama Kotoko. So if you are saying say a decision be bad, a young buy, but just because decision is bad, you are not in line with the decision, so you are deactivating your Fabu Census. Yes, it's a form of expressing how unhappy you are with regards to management. You are not okay, so expressing your displeasure, no problem. But have you looked at the long-term effect to Asante Kotoko? Says Sika club ni bit ni no, a bit me no, just because you deactivated your Fabu Census. And one thing we must all know, that we see Kotoko from a distance, but I'm sure the leadership are on their appointment. Now it's not confirmed. Say we never, now we never. But the leadership on their appointment, no, they know more about Kotoko than some of us and than all of us. They know the transactions of Kotoko, they know the books of Kotoko, they know the dealings of Kotoko, they know the asset of Kotoko and the liabilities of Kotoko. Therefore, if they are taking a decision, they've read reports, they've engaged players, they've engaged stakeholders, they've engaged board members, they've engaged management, and they are taking decisions based on the information now more. So sometimes, let's give them that respect and that benefit of doubt. Say they know more about Kotoko than us. So if they are taking a decision, let's just support them. But I say we cannot be supporting people blindly when almost every time decision be taken on every one. But let's just give them that respect. Say if Dr. Kyei, Fredachi, or whoever is coming on board, let's just be curious and look at what they will do. And in our own way, the kind of contribution we can do to help the club grow, let's put it on board. Maybe you're telling me, sorry, Dr. Kyei. Maybe a Kofi Aban. Maybe a Mr. Boateng Genfi. Maybe a Alhaji Lami. Maybe you're going to come up on. I twice why I see you. So if we be Dr. Kyei asem, nasa wo kasa se doctor ba we be deactivate, nasa nipa net say asem na. What if a call also side now? Then the person will also not contribute. There's one house, it will be divided and you cannot win. So that's what I'm saying this evening. Okay. From where it stands now, the appointment of Kotoko will come from within the board members. That is something we've been made to know. So Kotoko board now will be a film. Because now it looks like no new name is coming from anywhere. New names nearby, and most of them are taking a step back. It's a Kotoko new leadership. 80%. Manhyia is still unpredictable, but 80% say it will come from Asante Kotoko board now. The new direction of Asante Kotoko will come from Asante Kotoko board. That is very likely. There's a 20% chance that include an IMC, a 3-man IMC, which Mr. Kwesi Appiah team ewu. A 3-man IMC, which includes Mr. Kwesi Appiah, not as a coach, but as part of the leadership of Asante Kotoko. And also that is in the pipeline. But what I'm saying is that so sorry tia obi, now that the discussion is ongoing now. Otinabi se wo nipa ne ba. Men you sure say the other person so by joining the person will come. So what I'm trying to say is that let's be very careful in what we say. It's a big family. The internal development of Kotoko should be our primary goal. But our division, we anyway, I've seen so many of those comments. At the end of the day, you are creating groups. And when you create groups in an organization, it comes back to bite the organization. My name is Obed Champon, and this is Obed TV. We me Until we meet again, adios, bye-bye, and don't deactivate your phone.